you. Like for me, I had to resign my formal job to become a farmer full time.
Wow.
I was doing it part time, but I realized that it needed my full commitment and
Yeah.
dedication.
Hello, guys. Today we are live on Terrex Hub Podcast Studio, and we are having a very nice conversation with a very beautiful, big people in the business field. Okay, so we have a very big man with us. On our left, we have Pastor Sifa Ochre Emmanuel, a very big businessman and entrepreneur, and we have Miss Senam Day. She's also an entrepreneur and she is more into the field we call men field. She's motivating me a lot. I just met her and I think she's an inspiration. Okay, so today we will talk brief about a little things, some little things in the business field most of us don't know about, how they got there, the challenges they faced, things that inspired them, and a whole lot. So I will start with Pastor Sifa. Please talk to us more about you. We don't really know you well. We don't know about your business. We want to know. We want to know who Pastor Sifa Ochre Emmanuel is. That's small.
All right, first of all, thank you very much. And thank you to your audience as well. My name is Ochre Sefa Emmanuel. I was born here in Asamankese, a graduate of KNUST and also a graduate of Trinity Seminary. I don't have much to say about me. That is just me. And there were easy way you can identify me. That is in quotes. That is all.
Yeah. Right.
And I am also I don't do one business. I am an entrepreneur and also a businessman as well. I am into education. I do export and import.
Oh,
So that is all basically I do.
okay. So a business mogul. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. At least we know a little about you now.
Yeah.
We know how big Asamaika is and big people are also here. Miss Senam.
Hello, Enam.
We move to you. You being in the men field, it's an inspiration. We'd love to hear from your side too. What's inspired you to be there as a lady? Because we can see you are really doing well. So we'd love to know a little about you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me here today. I always look forward to being able to um, give off what I have to others out there. And so it's really a great honor to be here. My name is Senam Day, and I'm said I'm in the men field. But I would say that the agribusiness value chain is very broad. But for farming specifically, which is not the only thing I do within the value chain, but for farming, we would always say that it's male dominated. But it will amaze you to know that there are lots of females in the field.
Oh.
Um, Only that not all of us may get a chance to be known or to be seen. And so you don't see most of them. But lately, because of social media, you see a lot of them also putting their workouts out there. And so we have the nurse farmer, and we have this a woman whose husband is a farmer. And so she is also in the field, the farmer's wife. And so, and many others. And I would say that for me, what inspired me, what pushed me into this field is that I'm daring.
Okay.
Yes.
So you love challenges.
Yes, I love challenges.
Okay.
And back in 2024, there was this thing that's always baffled me, that the price of foodstuffs are never stable, and then they keep changing. So I was curious to know what was causing it. And maybe instead of me to just go around asking people, I decided to see how, in my own small way, I could contribute to food security.
Oh, oh,
Yes.
that's great. That's great for thinking about us. Why the prices of things sometimes goes very high, they come very low, and then yeah.
Yeah. You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for thinking about
You're
us.
welcome.
Pastor Sefa, I think I really didn't get the inspiration, what's inspired you into your business field now.
Because you didn't get that because I thought I was going to introduce myself first and
Oh,
I'll come back to that.
Yeah.
okay, okay.
All right. And so there's this saying in Ghana, uh, in our local dialect, that "Kwaufoɔ deɛ, ɔmo pɛ adwuma."
Ah.
And I being a Kwawu or from Kwawu Adwama precisely, I came right after my university education. I had the opportunity to travel outside.
Oh.
So my 2 years there, after coming back, I realized that I was so much into children. Let me go to that side first. I was so much into children. So what can I do? Okay, then let's start an educational institution whereby we are going to train kids. So I got so much attached to this educational thing because when I went to the UK, I was working at St. Dominic Kindergarten. And just working there and how the tutors and the facilitators were just around the kids, I became so much attached to it that when I came back, I took it as a passion to also venture into that.
Okay.
And the business aspect, I was all the time following my uncle. My uncle would bring cars, we would go to the port, and maybe after clearing the goods, I'll just look inside. Most of the times, it was cars. So maybe just look for something I can sell for myself.
Mm.
I can even get a spare tire. So I'll just pack all those things, go and hide them somewhere. I will not inform him. And when he is done sending his cars to where he wants to go and sell them, I also bring those things and come and say, so one of these days he saw me. I was like, Pa, why are you taking my things? And I told him, I want to be like you.
Oh, right. Right.
And trust me, since I said that, the only answer my uncle gave me, don't be like me. Dream to be more like me. And trust me, that word even really encouraged me.
Mm.
And as we speak now, my uncle is no more into that business, but I am into that business.
Oh,
So
right.
first of all, my uncle inspired me to venture into the export and the import. And the educational aspect was because I was working in an educational institution. So that is all I can say for now.
Oh, okay, okay. That's a very good, at least.
And also, don't look at the money aspect. But I think we are going to get there.
You
Yeah.
get there. You get there. Most of the times I say anytime you want to do something or get into something, you need to have passion for the thing before you can really do it. If you don't have passion for it,
Yeah,
I don't think you can generate anything out of
it's
that.
not possible.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. That's good. Your uncle really helped. Should I say you really somehow came from a rich home? Because if your uncle was into car dealership, then it means there was money at home.
I wouldn't agree
Mm.
with you, and
Mm.
sometimes I will.
Mm.
I wouldn't agree with you because growing up, I remember the first business I started doing was that I was doing this. I don't know how to call it. You see, when we were kids, we used to play with some cooking utensils, those small ones.
Yeah.
I'll go to the refuse dump, look for cans and things. I'll come home, make those saucepans, and go and sell them. So that is where I started my business from.
Whew, right. Right. So you saw the future even when you were a kid.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. I think most of us are going to be
Mm.
inspired by this because you also need to learn from somewhere. Yeah, you need to
Mhm.
just project it,
Yeah.
dream about it.
Yeah.
You're going to get there.
Get there.
Yeah, that's good.
No, let me correct you here.
Okay.
Dream about it.
Yeah.
Put in the efforts.
If
Put in the work.
it's only about dreaming,
Dreaming
then trust me,
would
we
have
wouldn't
reached
be
there a
here.
long time.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of people are in the cemetery, those who are gone. Some dreamt of becoming pilots, some of becoming this, and they never got there. So make sure what you are dreaming, you make it or you put it into reality.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We got something here today.
Yes.
You don't only need to dream, you need to put in an
Put
effort.
in the work.
Okay. So we'll go to second question. So Miss Sanam, ladies first. What has been the biggest challenge you've faced in your career so far?
Hmm. I would say that this one is difficult because I was going to say support. So support in terms of finances, support in terms of our society itself. Yes, and but if I say support, the question will be, what about the one you already have or the ones you already have?
Yeah.
Yes, but being an entrepreneur is really challenging because it's more about creating something, bringing something into
Okay.
reality to become. And so, if you don't get the right support systems around you, like for me, I had to resign my formal job to become a farmer full time.
Wow.
I was doing it part time, but I realized that it needed my full commitment and
Yeah.
dedication. And so, resigning my job meant a lot of things. It meant that I wasn't going to be getting any income consistently.
Okay.
It meant that I had to relocate from where I was, the comfort of my home, to somewhere else. And so then we get to the financial aspect. So you need money for all these things.
Yeah.
And you also need money to set up. Now, it gets to the point where whoever is going to invest in you wants to know how everything is going to turn out. So
Yeah.
is this going to be profitable? And in business language, also you need to make your projections. And I mean, on paper, we can do a lot of that. And you can even tell it beautifully into a story.
Yeah.
Mm.
But when reality hits, and again, you still don't have that support, you can shake, it can drain you so much. And so I'll say that the most challenging thing is having the right support systems and the right support. And even beyond, assuming you get the support in finances, that is funding, you're able to set up. Now, for the society where you are to embrace what you are bringing on board and to even say positive things about it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I run a modern farm. So it's between a greenhouse farm and an open field farm. So the
Okay.
traditional one and then the extremist modern. So I'm in the middle. Anytime people come and see what I'm doing, for instance, I use a drip irrigation system. And one time we're doing an installation and somebody came and said, "Insio where so kuku there, da ben na niema no benya insio."
Yes.
And I asked him, "Do you know how much water a plant needs from their infancy to their maturity stage?" He said no. And I said, "So you see, there's the knowledge gap, and the people who do farming traditionally believe that theirs is the best. And
Yeah.
so anytime that any of them comes to me or comes to take a tour in my farm, they criticize things so much. And sometimes it is discouraging.
Mm.
You can easily be discouraged.
Sure.
And so, again, support. Even if their words don't encourage you, how do you move on? It's a big challenge. It's not easy picking yourself up from certain forms of criticism and saying that I wouldn't listen to this and then I'll just continue. Um and then our what would I call them? Um the agencies that are supposed to help you
Oh,
shape or form your business. I'm sure Mr. Sefa has experienced some of the challenges. So your enterprise, structuring it in the course of structuring it, you need some of their backing, or you need
yeah.
sometimes you need certifications from them. Sometimes you just need to be in their system so that your
Yeah.
business can be recognized.
Yes. Yes.
And then you walk to their office and you tell them what to do and everything. And sometimes the first thing they say is money. You see? And from the start, as a starter, you may
You
not
don't
even have
have
the money.
anything.
Even if you are not a starter and you're at a certain stage, you may not have what they require. And so, because some of these things are also not straightforward, it becomes very challenging. Um, I'll leave the rest from Stacey. I think I've said
Okay,
so much.
you said too
Yes,
much,
yes.
and it's enough. Enough. At least we know what's happening in your field.
Yeah.
Before I go to Mr. Sifa, I would love to ask the definition you give to an entrepreneur. Who is an
Okay.
entrepreneur?
Okay.